Okay, Leslie's unable to be here today, so I think we're ready for you, Scott.
Ryan Murray brought this down. This is disaster proclamation.
Declaration, yeah.
It's resolution 1910.
Okay.
Got big plans.
Justin and Megan, the boys, are supposed to be down today, but I don't know when they're going to make it.
Yeah, Farrell told me thought they'd come yesterday.
I saw pictures inside DIA yesterday, or this morning actually. 500 flights canceled. Whole place, people laying everywhere. Wouldn't that be miserable?
Yeah.
They said it was over 1,000 spent the night before.
It showed a picture. I saw a picture of it this morning on the news. That'd have been terrible.
Especially if you had a baby, or
And I'm sure they're all happy to be here.
a baby might be easier than about a 3-year-old or a
Oh
4-year-old.
yeah, can you imagine having your boys in there?
Oh, I think they'd have had fun.
Oh, I'm sure.
So what's the reason here?
So you can be eligible for state and federal assistance. Do I hear a motion to go ahead and approve resolution 1910, which deals with a disaster declaration for Cheyenne County because of the Cherry Creek fire?
So move.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So do we get aid somehow to for the fire department?
Yes.
So then do we pay the other counties?
It depends on what kind
States?
of, it depends on whether they're gonna submit a bill or not, in a timely manner. If they, this is the way I kind of understand it, they can submit their bill as long as the governor had made that declaration. There should be funds out of, to cover all of our
Because I've
costs.
had people ask, are we gonna have to pay those
No.
in the fire departments? I said, I don't think so.
No.
Because some of the counties, we have
Agreements already with.
agreements already in place.
But like we had, this will pay for those helicopters.
Yes. And that's what we needed more than anything, was the big item cost. Well, it's gonna cost a lot of money for a fire department to bring 10 guys down, but Ryan has assured us that we'll be facing no out-of-pocket. Cheyenne County
I
won't
told
be.
them I didn't think we would.
No, but that's what this is for
Is that also for the fuel bill?
all the fire trucks. Yeah, it should cover everything related to that particular incident.
Because that was what, around 6,000?
I don't know, there was a lot.
The fuel bill? That's probably what everybody turned in, well, it was trucks.
Where did you get the 6,000?
I thought Ryan told me that that was
Oh,
that
I don't know.
truck, remember that big truck they had out there for diesel and stuff to fill all the fire trucks and the gas stations?
That doesn't sound
Well,
too far off. I don't know.
probably if they're like those helicopters, fuel for them would be.
Oh geez, I heard the hourly rate on them things is like $4,000 an hour.
3 and 4. I can't remember what was what, but.
Yeah. Okay, purchasing policy.
All right, I reached out to, we've had some emergency purchases, and I've reached out to the auditors to find out what we need to do. And he said emergency purchases are fine. It's just at the next meeting, they need to have a motion and vote if they're above the $1,500.
So they're saying, instead of seeking out,
You know, if it's an emergency,
right,
go ahead. You
Yes.
know, they call you, you approve
Yes.
it, but at the next meeting, then the board
Yes.
needs to make an approval.
yeah, that's,
Because those purchases, the auditors will pull them, and then I have to produce the minutes of where they were approved.
so this should just simplify the process.
You know, because like Cody had one here, you know, with those that he couldn't pass up. I mean,
So do you want to wait and
we'll
draft
just
something up, or?
start from now on, anybody will just, and I don't know, they need to come in and just, if they need to tell me about it or whatever. And then at the next meeting, we'll just
We approve it.
Yeah, I think it would make more sense for them to get a hold of you first, and then if you have questions, try to get a hold of one of us and have some input. But yeah, that's about the only way we can do it. Do you need a motion to go ahead and approve that change, or you want to wait? Okay,
Not at this time.
Okay.
We'll just start doing it that way.
so are you going to make changes to the handbook at all, or just going to kind of make it a,
I'll just send out an email, because that's then we'd have to redo the resolution on purchasing policy.
okay, yeah, that'll work.
Just moving forward, that's,
It makes sense, because things are getting expensive. You can spend $1,500 pretty fast.
well, I mean, and if you can save, what was it, $1,400 on something?
Yeah,
kinda have
if
to
you
go
miss
and do
the
it.
boat after, yeah.
Let's wait for the prairie dog.
Okay,
I've got prairie dog, but I think that's noxious weed. We'll wait till DJ gets in.
okay. Old business?
Anything, see if Eric can come down.
Okay. a couple of more storms kind of moving in this week, isn't there? Smaller ones.
I haven't checked.
In there, small chance of snow.
Earlier they were showing rain, but I don't know if it is now or not.
Well, this weatherman will make a believer out of you.
Yeah.
Usually they're. He was, what, about 5 hours late is all.
Well, I saw somewhere this morning where they was reporting 7.5 inches for St. Francis. That's probably pretty close.
Yeah, they said that this was out of breakfast, but 7.5 here and 9.5 in Bird City.
There was a lot of snow, but
I know yesterday it was just kind of snowing along, and then all of a sudden it decided to unload.
Well, it started out, snow usually doesn't bounce, and I was looking out there and it was bouncing off the pickup. And that's got to be sleet. Sleet. Well, I'd never heard of any accidents or anything yesterday.
there was one outside of Bird City,
Was there
but
a slide off type thing?
it's the one I was telling you that they had to take to the Rollins.
A little proactive on shutting down roads too, a little bit.
Well, it's always been a tough job. Especially with these new GPS units, or even in your phone.
Well, speaking of that, I saw it was on Facebook. I can't remember what sheriff's department
Morning.
Good morning, Eric.
How are you guys?
closed. You know, going into Colorado, they thought they'd be smart to go down a country road and wound up in like an irrigation road and stuck.
That happens a lot. Tends to make me laugh. I just want to talk a little about policy and procedure for internet use. We don't really have anything
For all employees for the whole
for
county?
any devices connected to our network, including bring your own device if you're mobile and county-owned mobile devices. And I don't know where to start, what your thoughts are, but as far as my thought would be any computers, desktops need to have the Reach antivirus on them, and we're paying for that. They need to be protected and protect the system. The mobiles, I did a little research. There's an app, and I've tested it. They let me do a trial on it and did it on my phone. I kind of liked it. It was pretty easy to install, 15 seconds. And the county devices, I think that would be good. It's I think $5.50 a month.
Per device?
Yes. And I kind of looked at how many devices we have, and I think it's 25-ish as far as mobile devices.
That are issued by the county.
$5.50 a month?
Those devices are the ones that scare me the most. You know, you take your phone and you're connecting to all kinds of who knows what, where, and free Wi-Fi, this, that, and everything else. And then you come back and you connect to our, if you're not on the guest network, if you're actually, county device and you're connecting, like me, I connect to the sheriff's network, or Scott's down here, he's on the staff network. It's so easy that something bad could happen there. That scares me. Laptops are kind of that way too. Those things scare me.
As far as bringing an outside device in?
Yeah, you go to a meeting, you connect to a hotel Wi-Fi, and I don't do that, by the way.
Why do we have internet on these phones? What are we using them for?
Sheriff's office uses it
Well, I can
nonstop.
understand that, but
And
some phones aren't.
email is,
Email's probably the biggest.
Email,
thing.
yeah.
I probably get 300 emails a day, and if I'm not at my desk, I get it on my phone. It's a barrage.
But for right now, you're just looking for protection,
Yeah,
mainly the mobile stuff we have.
Well, I think we need a policy that says our desktops and, you know, our equipment in our office are gonna be connected this way. You know, right now we have no policy that says you have to have that.
Give me those numbers again.
$550 a month per device.
And you think you have how many?
I think there's about 25, just rough number there.
It's $137.50 a month.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty cheap protection.
Well, and that's what I thought, and it's customizable. You know, I know the sheriff's office has to look things up that Scott doesn't. You know, and you can go in and kind of set those parameters as to policy groups, types of stuff in there. I liked it. I did talk to Matt about it a little bit, and he didn't have any product. He said he's looked at several and he just never found anything. These guys actually called me out of the blue, approached me, and so I said, yeah, I'll try it. I kind of liked it. I mean, I tried to go places that I shouldn't, and it blocked it. It worked, so.
Well, I also think employees on their personal phones need to stay on the guest network.
Right. And that's better protection. You know, that network's a little more secure. We've tightened it down not to just let craziness happen, so. And they shouldn't, I kind of look at that once in a while. I don't really see anybody connecting to that network, you know, staff network that
I just